Guys, my segment this week will be so good.
Yeah? What's the idea? How you're more disappointing than an unsalted pretzel? Man, that's good.
No, it's actually how I'm better than you at basketball.
I think Sammy's better at basketball. Obviously, I thought we all knew I'm better.
What?
Who? Asked. Oh man, I'm on a roll.
What is wrong with you?
Who let Luke Skywalker talk again?
What's wrong with Skywalker?
What are you doing? Your segments were due at 8.
Let them think. They're hard at work. Aftershock starts now!
Coming up on this week's episode of Aftershock,
Clara dives deeper in what most would call a regular shopping experience.
Rin talks about how we can combat a worldwide issue.
And much, much more. I'm Samantha Duarte.
And I'm Natalia Olden, and Aftershock starts now. Who doesn't love a fun night of creativity?
Sammy visited a fun event where great minds came together to enjoy a night of music, poetry, and literature.
All right, so we have our next poet coming to the stage. And remember, while we're in the performance, feel free to snap, snap, snap. Let me hear you all snap.
So Lyrical Lounge is actually something that the City of Sunrise organized, and they have asked the Jason Taylor Foundation to be a partner with them. City of Sunrise invites young people throughout Broward County to come and perform poetry or music or some sort of talent that they'd like to share with the community of their peers. And then that last line of the previous stanza is parte de quien eres. It's a part of who you are. So the workshop is a new component that we've added to Lyrical Lounge. We didn't have that before. So I come an hour before the open mic, and whoever wants to get that extra work, they come at 6 rather than 7. We sit down right in the lobby and we write. And maybe they're not brave enough to perform it today.
This is my first time being a poem in front of anyone that isn't my classroom.
But maybe they'll go home and they'll add to it. And then next month they'll come and say like, wow, like I feel like I have a full piece. I'm gonna share this one today.
This is amazing, Charles. Let's give it up one more time for Charles.
Although public speaking can be scary, it can be so rewarding. And I hope that for students who come to Lyrical Lounge, they know like, first they're welcome.
Thank you.
Second, they're safe.
Thank you.
And third, they are in fact worthy to be heard.
Thank you.
I got like really deep.
Do you ever realize that you buy a bunch of random things at the grocery store that you don't need, literally because there's so many options?
Happens to me all the time.
Well, here's Clara with an investigative look on this bizarre phenomenon.
If there's one thing all Florida residents can relate to, it's that we love Publix.
My go-to grocery store is definitely Publix. I feel like there's one everywhere. Like there's literally one mile away from my house, so I usually go to there.
In fact, in the city of Weston, there are more Publixes than there are McDonald's. But what exactly is it that makes us love Publix so much? Is it the free chocolate chip cookies, the pub subs, or is it something deeper?
I worked at the register, and when there were some kids there with their parents, they'd always point out at the candy right next to the register, and we'd end up buying those things.
I always leave with more than what I intended to get. Like, I always get candy or just like little things that they have on the sides, like snacks.
Although you may not realize it, you may be a victim of grocery store manipulative tactics. Everything you do as soon as you walk in the store is predetermined. Just think about the basic things you always need to buy.
I usually get like eggs, milk, basic stuff for like cooking.
And now think about where in the store they're located. Most of the essentials are typically placed in the back of the store with the purpose of having a customer walk through other eye-catching products. Further, a store plays slower music to keep your shopping at a slower rate and keep you in longer.
I had no clue, but like now that you like said it, it makes sense. Like I never hear like Lil Nas X playing.
This definitely does change my perspective when I'm walking through grocery stores.
Realistically, it's probably not gonna affect how I shop. I'm still gonna like, get candy and stuff, but I'll definitely be more aware of it now.
It keeps the customer intrigued on what they can find and for them to come back.
Is shopping really a pleasure? Maybe next time you'll be more aware in your shopping experience. I'm Claire DeLuca, CB TV.
Welcome to Florida. Known for its tropical weather and beautiful sights, its ecosystem seems to be thriving here. However, this could all disappear due to the impending facts of climate change.
So climate change is what has been going on since around the 1950s, when we realized that due to human industry, we are warming up the globe.
Climate change is coming a lot faster than a lot of people think, and it's very difficult to put it into perspective, but the time to act is now, because if we don't do any better than we are, then it will start coming faster, it will be harsher, and it will just be irreversible at that point.
But just in South Florida, almost every single aspect of your life is going to be impacted by climate change one way or another. All my life, I grew up asthmatic, and I just thought that was because that's who I was meant to be. And then I started realizing and I started learning that because of pollution, my respiratory system was impacted.
But perhaps all hope is not lost. If we were to just come together and enact change, it might be possible to succeed.
When I moved to Oakland, I taught there for a couple of years, and it was the students actually that were teaching me about climate change and how that was impacting them.
So I believe that if everyone collectively decides to do simple environmental acts such as recycling, then little by little we will start reaching a safer environment for everyone and for the future.
We think climate change, we think that there's nothing we can do, it's all up to the big corporations, but there is something we can do. We have the power of the vote. You know, if you're over 18, then obviously go out there and vote for politicians, vote for policies that support the fight against climate change. If you're under 18, if you're not able to vote yet, there are multiple ways that you can be an activist within your own community. There are many different organizations around South Florida, like the Clio Institute, that give people an opportunity to get involved, have their voices heard.
I believe that the younger generation should care about climate change because, like, let's say in 10 years from now, it's going to be our responsibility because we're going to be the ones in Congress, we're going to be the ones taking control.
That we've noticed that it's the youth who care more about this. That it's beautiful to see how I don't see a lot of apathy. I see a lot of desire to change the society. I think there's a focus on like, how do I change my community and not let the cynicism of the older generation impact you and affect you. That's what I see in the younger generation.
This is Alex G, CB TV.
And here's Alex with sports.
Hey guys, I'm Alex Duque, and last week the Cypress Bay Lightning faced off against the Flanagan Falcons. Here's a lesson recapping the game that will surely be one for the books.
The Cypress Bay Lightning took on the Flanagan Falcons in a showdown that'll surely go down in history. Straight out of the gate, the Lightning started off on an electrifying note with a field goal in the first few minutes of the game and making a swift touchdown with 7 minutes left to spare in the first quarter. The crowd went wild, supporting in all blue. The Falcons struggled on offense, while the Lightning remained on top by the end of the quarter with a 10-0 lead. Defense on the Falcons side was holding up strong in the second quarter, but the Lightning fought back. Shortly after reaching the 50-yard line, the Lightning picked up a pass from the Falcons, bolting through their defense and making it all the way to the 38-yard line. Although Cypress took the game by a storm at the start, the Falcons went head-to-head with the Lightning, intercepting multiple passes throughout the second quarter, leaving it at a close game heading into the second half. Early in the third quarter, the Falcons took flight into home territory, landing on the 7-yard line. The Lightning slipped up on the slippery field as they stopped short of a touchdown, but managed to charge into the Falcons' nest with a striking throw that led them into the red zone for a touchdown. With the Lightning still in the lead, they continued to intercept the Falcons' offense time and time again. Cypress's strong offense remained energized in the fourth quarter, but the Lightning defense faltered in the face of Falcons as they scored their first touchdown. The Flanagan Falcons went for the 2-point conversion, but it was not enough as the game came to a close with a score of 31-8. This win is the first of many for the Cypress Bay Lightning this season. Alessia Levian, CBTV Sports.
Cypress Bay striking down the competition wasn't the only football news this past weekend. Here's Sammy to tell us about how the NFL is kicking off its newest season.
This past Sunday, the NFL season started, and if you haven't had the time to keep up with every game, here's a quick rundown of the important stuff you might have missed. The Buffalo Bills whooped the LA Rams on opening night 31-10, a little embarrassing since they won the Super Bowl last year. Mike Evans made an unforgettable one-handed catch for the Buccaneers. Dak Prescott fractured his thumb and is out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's a thumbs down for the Cowboys. Josh Allen scored 40 points as a quarterback. Joe Burrow threw 3 picks in the first half of the game against the Steelers. The Steelers really stole that ball, didn't they? Justin Jefferson ate it up on the field with the Minnesota Vikings. Patrick Mahomes dominates the charts, and he does so while still looking beautiful. Miami Dolphins defeat the Patriots at the Hard Rock Stadium 20-7. NFL kickers had a not-so-good Sunday with 15 missed field goals in total. Randy Bullock and Evan McPherson both missed the winning points for their team. Who knows what's to come in future games? But for now, I'm Samantha Duarte, CBTV Sports.
That's it for this week's Lightning Athletics. I'm Alex Duque, CBTV Sports.
Ever heard of Billy on the street?
No, I haven't, but I have heard of Virginia on the street. Here she is if you haven't caught her.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Virginia, and today we're gonna go check out What's Up with the Bay. Sir, for $95, where am I?
Weston.
Where's your outfit from?
My outfit?
Where's your outfit from?
From American Eagle.
What are you eating today?
I am eating sour cream and onion.
Give us some ASMR.
Chip.
Where am I?
Weston.
But more mentally, more emotionally, where am I?
Not stable.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to be in the video? Well, you can't be in it.
Oh my God.
American Eagle, can I have it?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! Where are you?
I'm good.
Are you here?
Yeah.
With the bag, not your mouth. Nobody wants to hear you too. What's wrong with your beard?
Why do you have a crush on me?
I had a crush on you in middle school.
Yeah,
I love Cypress
I'm
Bay.
really happy. I love Cypress.
You love Cypress. Why do you lie? In middle school! It doesn't count! It doesn't count!
Okay, I'm gonna go to class now.
What?
I'm going to class now.
Okay, learn. Sir, are both your parents alive?
Huh?
For $20, are both your parents alive?
No.
No? Sucks. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to stand in the camera and say something for me, okay?
Virginia Monasterio, and I'm CBTV.
No. That's not what. Cypress Bay, that was pretty fun, huh? Till next time, Cypress Bay. Cypress Bay, I'm Virginia Monasterio, CBTV.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Aftershock.
If you want to watch previous episodes, check out our YouTube at Cypress Bay CBTV and follow all of our socials. I'm Samantha Duarte.
And I'm Natalia Olden. Thanks for watching.